Yes. That's like this. Okay, great.
Okay, I call to order the regular scheduled meeting of the Lamar County School District for Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. So if you'll stand with us, we'll begin with the prayer and the pledge.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all here safely tonight. Lord, be with us as we do the business of the district, as we know that you always are. Lord, please be with us over the next evening and days or so with the bad weather that we have coming in. Be with our staff, our students, and just the community as a whole, Lord. Thank you for your many blessings, and thank you for your many gifts to us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll let that. So our first item will just be, if you picked up an agenda, and you will see it. But item 2 is just our meeting procedures. It just says that if you have not already applied for the board and requested to be part of tonight's meeting, you will not be allowed to speak. So that's what that says. And so our item number 3 is when you will have approval of the general agenda. So I will take a motion.
So moved.
And second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that passes. And now we'll move on to recognition.
All right, good evening. My name is Patrick Gray, and I serve as Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Programs here at the Lamar County School District. We have several recognitions tonight from Lumberton and Baxterville, and we'll get started with Lumberton High School. So I'll ask Principal Brian Giles, Coach Brennan Poole to come forward, and members of our Lady Panthers girls basketball team if they're in attendance.
She's representing the team.
She's representing the team.
Yeah. She does a good job doing it on the court too, so.
All right, as you guys know, our Lady Panthers have had a very successful season, making it to the big house in Jackson. Playing for the 1A state championship, a little bit short, but very, very proud of our Lady Panthers and all that they've accomplished this past season. So we'd like to recognize them tonight.
So, yes, and I would like to second that. And I was able to attend both the semifinal and the final, and was very impressed with the just the stick to itiveness and the hard play and playing under composure in the big house. Represented not only Lumberton High School very well, but our school district, and was very proud of the effort they gave. And again, so close. And I think the championship game was the closest game that Blue Mountain has ever been a part of this school year. That our girls really fought them to the end. So I'm very proud. And I'll say this too, is that with them playing for a state championship, that actually completes we have 4 high schools in our district, and all 4 of our high schools have played in one sport or another, in one activity or another. I played for a state championship in all 4 of our high schools. So not only do we get it done in the classrooms with our excellent academic achievements, but we also do it in the courts and on the field and in the concert halls and the choir, whatever. Everything we do, we expect excellence. And so I just want to say thank you, Coach and Principal, and to our player and representative here. So.
Oh, Mom.
Wait, Mom, yeah, yeah. Back on there, Dr. Ken. Awesome, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ken. Thank you.
All right, is Mr. Bohannon and Ms. Charbel will come forward?
Yep. No, come on. Come on.
All right, several students from Vacaville who were selected to be a part of the PRCC Honor Band. We'd like to recognize those students if they're here tonight, starting with Krista Martin.
Hold on, get you a good picture. Yeah, come on in, Chabert. All right, now it's.
Next, we have Tori Chisholm, also selected to PRCC Honor Band.
Oh. That's right there. Awesome. Congratulations, big proud.
All right, next we have Chloe Thompson. Chloe was also selected for the PRCC's Honor Band, but she's also a part of the 99 Club for Math, meaning she scored a perfect score on her state test in math last year. So congratulations.
Example of getting it done in extracurricular activities in the classroom. Awesome. Yeah, whoa, one more. One more, we gotta get to social media. Yeah.
All right, again, the following students scored, they are a part of the 99 Club for Math here at Baxterville. Very, very proud of these students, meaning they scored a perfect score on last year's state test. We have Paisley Miller, 99 Club for Math.
Y'all take a knee or something?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get back up.
Next, Jamie Pygott, 99 Club for Math. And Jamie was placed second in our 2024 Lamar County School District Spelling Bee. So we're very proud.
Look at that. You got it? Okay. Congratulations. Very sorry.
All right, next we have Cash Lee, 99 Club for ELA and Math. Congratulations. Next, Cooper Kane, 99 Club for Math. Next, Cambry Rainey, 99 Club Math. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have Cadence Craft, 99 Club for Math.
She knows. She knows the dream. Yep. Thank you. That's all for our recognition. Parents, if you'd like to stay and just for our meeting, you're welcome to stay, but if you'd like to take this opportunity to ease on out, you can ease on out. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for supporting your children in their education. How y'all doing? Yeah, whatever. That sounds a lot of God. It's cold. Arctic gust. It works.
I think you're all doing coach.
Alright, if you start sweating, you just cover.
I appreciate it.
Take 30 minutes. Well, yeah. So, under the next on our agenda is Mr. Rabbitano, Duty Designs. If you remember at our special call meeting, y'all approved us to sign a contract, then to start design work on our new schools. Actually, Brad did come and kind of go through some of the layouts, or not even layouts, but just the concepts. And these are all concepts. We're not talking about floor plans and things like that. So this is the general big picture type of thing that we're looking at. So I'll turn it over and I'll kind of help out when I can. So
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me here. We're honored to be part of the project. We're really looking forward to working with y'all over the next couple of years. So Dr. Hampton, if you want to start with back, maybe the kind of the easiest place to start, kind of walk through this, so we can come back to some of the details.
Okay, so that was what you're talking about?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's perfect. So this is just one of the sites, and obviously there's 3 different sites. And the good news that I can report tonight is that we've been able to fit all of these schools on these sites. And you can see each one we go through them without impacting any weapons. There are weapons on all the sites, but we've been able to avoid those. So that's going to save us a good time of money. So, that's the first bit of good news. So the way the schools are laid out, you can see here, there's 2 wings here, a classroom, 2-story classroom wing right here. We've got an admin office that comes off the side here, all your admin space up here. On the other side over here is where the band entry is at. And then we've got a gym entry, that band and that gym entry we've got a share, it's a shared entry right there. Going into the gym, competition gym, each one of these have a competition gym that'll accommodate, you can seat as many students as we have in school. So the seating is matched for the student count of schools. And then we've got the cafeteria that abuts the gym, because there was some talk about wanting to utilize those spaces together. Obviously, the cafeteria will have a high ceiling area, so maybe you doing cheer practice in there while you get that stuff after going on to the gym. So those spaces can utilize those locker rooms and restrooms and adjacent to each other. And then the meeting center kind of in the back. And then one thing that we think is kind of neat is the way this entry aligns all the way through. It's just a straight shot all the way through the classroom to the courtyard and the community center, and then into a river. One of the things that we have talked about is we're going to have to add some canopies and some covered areas for drop off. But the way these sites are laid out, it should lay out to allow bus access on one side and parent access on the other for drop off and pick up. All of the sites have turned out to have some good street frontage there, so we've got some curb appeal there. And you saw, if you want to look at just the other sites real quick, there should be there.
Before we move on, this is basically, the overall middle school site. And I'd like to point out that it's going to look exactly like Summerall High School, Purvis High School at this point. Because if you remember when we had our first set of conversations were that we were going to build each site the same amount. When we had our community meetings, and I'll talk more about that in my superintendent's report, that when we had our community meetings, it was a very clear talk from our parents and our community that they really want to say have 6th, 7th, and 8th grade at Oak Grove Middle School. So this for Oak Grove Middle School will change because we're going to have to add another 400 students, 500 students to this site. So that means classroom spaces for them as well. So just wanted to kind of point that out this time that these designs don't happen overnight, but we're working towards that. But when you look at the front of the buildings, it will look very similar, and every other aspect of that. And so this is the Purvis High School site. You can see that's Highway 11. You can actually see the baseball field, Purvis High School baseball field right there. So that's in 16th section land as well. And then Summerall, we all that on the other side is just, future kind of looking at, because at some point we moved Summerall High School out on Highway 44, like we're proposing, and we'd like to eventually bring out a football stadium, baseball, softball, and all that stuff. Just kind of wanted to see some fit. But those are just proposals.
Yeah, these sites are huge. If you look up here, we kind of did a little key plan where you can see the dark shaded areas, your overall property approximately. We're going to use your overall property. And then the red is, system of rate. So we've got really big sites there. We just wanted to show that all that could fit in close proximity to the school. If and when the time comes.
Brad, question. So I know that we're overbuilding, so that we have room for expansion. If in say 30 years we needed to expand this school, does that come here on the bottom where it says service? Come out that way? Is that what the idea for the
So that's probably what you would do. Yes, ma'am. You'd have to move that parking lot. Expand out that way.
So, and again, we are building, right now at Purvis High School, we have right at 631 students at Purvis High School, 610 at Summerall High School, 1,240 something at Oak Grove Middle School. So Oak Grove Middle School would be 1,400 capacity. Summerall and Purvis would be at 900 capacity, so we would have room to expand. Yeah, be able to expand, be able to see future needs there.
Well, I guess 30 years. So.
It depends. There's a lot of variables and, some potential growth that we have and the beauty of our county is that we do have some potential growth and some industrial sites that could come online in the next few years that could have an impact. But we would be able to absorb and be not reactive, but be proactive. It's kind of a proactive. We're actually meeting the needs that we have right now with our student enrollment because this plan, if executed with a bond issue, if we can't, we will be very close to getting all of the corridors off of our campuses. And so that's something that at Oak Grove High School, there might be a need to keep a couple there, but we would make that determination. It might be that we add on once we do these schools to Oak Grove High School if necessary. So can we go back to the?
Yeah, you can just flip through. So this is kind of a backed up view of the front of the school. So what we envision right now is this will be a steel and masonry construction building. This building does lend itself potentially to precast concrete panel construction, but that's something that we'll have to, the cost of construction of those two types kind of ebb and flow one day one's higher than the other. So when we get to that point, we have to come up with the market to figure out which ones are the most economical, probably anticipating steel and masonry construction. So that's obviously other major units when we're inside what we're showing right now with some stucco, trying to give it some contrast.
So these are all the same, all three buildings are identical. And that's it, two entrance. For each kind of three different. And so, it's supposed to be the front of the school. So.
Yeah, so it won't look exactly like this. I mean, this is probably going to wind up shifting out and we're going to get the track through there. And, it's kind of high level planning right now. I'm sure everybody likes the design.
I think sure.
They really add, they really do add something weird to that. Those are all, I appreciate it, and I'll tell you this, you guys have been phenomenal to work with, many phone calls, many texts, that sort of thing. It's been very responsive.
We're available all the time, so call, text anytime. We'll keep plugging away and narrowing this down and get more precise with every pass. So,
Anyway, any questions? I appreciate you coming. I really do. And, since everyone did the full board, I know, essentially, you're paying and that just the meetings that we've had. I want to kind of put a name in the face and my school board attorney and all that stuff.
it was great to see everybody.
Yeah. So any questions, you guys, comments or concerns?
Outside. Yeah, very excited. We've got some, the other challenge we've got is topography on these sites. There's a lot of fall from one side to the other of every one of the sites, really, and even wherever we locate schools. So we've got utilities that we've got to get to the site. We've also got trying to get there and have to cut and fill and shift and move in. And so that'll be a pretty good undertaking right there. So,
Any questions? Can we interview later? Is that pretty?
No, I just wanted to be flipped on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and I can, sorry, is that the first? Yeah, that's the first. So, ready?
Yes.
Is that what you're?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Your call, so feel free to share whatever you want to share.
Okay.
Whatever you want to share.
Appreciate it. All right. Is there anything you need from us? I mean, I know,
No, sir. I think we're good right now. We talk pretty regular, so if something comes up, I'll let you know. I know we're still working through these site issues. Keep grinding on that. Also, don't worry about it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Okay, all right, so we will move on then. Approval of the March 4, 2024 minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that passes. Next is the approval of the March 12, 24 special call minutes.
So moved.
Second. And all in favor?
Aye.
And that passes. Approval of the monthly financial report for February of 2024.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That passes. Next, we have the approval to hold a reverse auction for student Chromebooks.
Yeah, so moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next is the approval to hold a reverse auction for staff and faculty computer laptops.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval to hold a reverse auction for CNC tool room mill with attachments.
Let me just say real quickly, that's the grant that we got for our metal fab, program, or career technical metal fab program, so that's that, so it's really kind of,
So we will accept the motion.
yeah.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then we, Dr. Pimpin sent out the board meeting schedule for 24-25. Should we have a motion for that?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there who's standing over there?
I don't know. I'm gonna vote on it. It's still,
You still have it?
it's some of them, yeah.
Okay, so next we have our board of superintendents.
I wanted to inform the board about OCR, what that is. Recent investigation into the Office of Civil Rights out of Dallas, Texas. And if a parent decides that they believe that there's something that is improper and violated federal law, then they can file a complaint with the Office of Civil Rights. Office of Civil Rights is investigating that. And they will conduct a very thorough investigation. And we get a complaint, very usually once every couple of years. And it involves a very extensive investigation. It's very serious because if they find that we've done something improper, there's changes that they want us to make. And in every instance, the one I'm going to talk about tonight, they come back and say, well, we think you need to make some changes in policy, you need to make some changes in the procedures, and then we will file those requests. In this case, there was a complaint made by a parent who said that the child should not have had to wear a mask. They filed with OCR. After basically a year of investigation, OCR came back and said, we found no violations of the federal issues, no policy violations, procedural violations, and students. So I wanted to point out, one, these are things that are ongoing all the time in school. And a lot of the administrative time is spent accommodating some of these investigations. There have been thousands of pages of documents. There have been some counties that sit down with three investigators and stay for a week. In this case, they interviewed Meg Stewart, who was a co-responsible officer. And she was the person primarily in charge of the initial events that occurred. And she was also the primary person that provided details of the investigation. In addition to Meg, Jennifer Moore was the principal of the school. They came to interview Jennifer Moore. They also Hampton got his time for the interview to talk about what had his work from the superintendent's perspective. There was that someone who was our director of special services was involved with a special needs student that was involved. So they looked at our special ed services, they looked at what we do as far as our policy code and our responses. Also, Heather Brinson was the 504 coordinator, and Allison Rogers was the counselor involved. So all these people provided information details. They did obviously a very good job. As OCR said, we don't see anything that's process. I want the board to really understand that these are things that occur on a regular basis in school district. And this one, it was excellent. And looked at everything and said, well, these people need special. So Dr. Hampton, I wanted to mention them specifically.
Yes.
Because these people did a very, very good job before the investigation started. Because OCR looks at your paperwork, what you did, and students and parents, in addition to the school. This was one that had very good.
And just another example of all the people we have in our school district. From Meg, to Joseph Sermon, to Heather Brinson, to Jim Park. I mean, just all the way down the line, everyone was right there, they were responsive, they had everything, and we showed that, so we were truly doing what we thought was better for kids, and we're not denying services to our students, and so. This has been, I don't want to say I'm amazed, because I know that it's common, this is what we do, but I'm just thankful for the people we have in our schools.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bowles. We appreciate that. It's nice to have good news.
Yes.
Okay, so next, Mr. Carlos, we're going to do land manager matters. We are going to remove A and B from the list if you're looking at your agenda tonight. And yes, that's what we probably do there. Look at there.
I'm sorry.
Yes, no, that's okay.
I just want to kind of make sure.
So A and B, there we have gotten some further information. And so we'd like permission to.
We table those or are they moved forever?
Mr. Carlos?
That's all right.
Table and revision the next month. Make a motion that we table A and B under animated.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we're going to table those. So we will start with C, Mr. Carlos.
It's going to be cancel release number 723, David and Tracy Davis.
Okay. That motion,
So,
second. Second. All in favor?
the
Okay, we're going to cancel that.
next item is to approve the 25-year renewal of a 40-year residential lease with Gale type.
This one's for the refund, right?
Yeah, this is kind of the first time we've ever done.
I was curious why we didn't go back to a 4th year after.
So they needed a little bit more time than the 40-year allowed for the refinance, so that's why they went ahead and exercised their 25-year.
Okay.
They just said you have to do it before 12 months before your expiration date. No time before that, you can exercise that specified.
No, 25 year statute is a renewal.
Okay, so we have a motion.
Motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
None.
Next item is to approve the assignment of lease number 492, Justice Owens LLC,
Joseph Dukes, Christian.
We have a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That passed.
Next item is to approve the assignment of lease number 481, Moses and Benny National. City.
Okay, we have a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed.
Next item is to approve the recommendation of the support commission, accept the bid from J.C. and Timber, 5-acre vinyl lot.
We have a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That passes.
Last item is to approve the recommendation by the support commission, accept the bid Pearl River Lane and Timber for an 80-acre first.
Okay.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And that passes. Thank you, Ms. Carter.
Yeah.
All right, so now, Dr. Hampton, we're gonna let you talk.
Okay, so before I get to some of the bond issue things that I'd like to talk to you about, it's been a wonderful, wonderful month in our school district. So many things are going on. Too many to announce. I mean, baseball, softball being in the heat of the battles. But last Wednesday, had an opportunity, Senator Polk invited Purpose Baseball to winning the 23 4A state championship to state capitol. We recognized in the Florida Senate. So he recognized our Purpose Baseball team last Wednesday. Dr. Gray and I got in the car, we drove to Columbia because the same day we had our young, shared up young women's leadership. So we selected junior women from every one of our high schools. We charter a bus to Columbia to the Capitol. And they get to see women in business and ask a question of panel of what it means to be a woman in the business arena, this, that, and the other. The Duff Capital people roll out the red carpet. I mean, they treat them like princesses or queens or whatever you can call them because the food was great, just the whole environment. So we have that. We had that last Wednesday, but on April the 23rd, we're going to Camp Shelby with our junior male students, young men's leadership. And Toyota Asbury has helped sponsor that. And so we'll have that at Camp Shelby. Similar things, we're going to have panelists where young men will be able to ask questions about business and what it takes and those sort of things. So I'm very excited about that opportunity. Today, this morning, started out at the Capitol because Senator Polk also had Oak Grove High School football to win their 7A state championship this year. The dance and cheer for winning state championships and the cheer for winning the national championship. And so we had 150 Oak Grove High School students at the Capitol today and did a phenomenal job. They're recognized on the floor of the Senate. Representative McCarty and Tug also asked us to bring, and so we took the seniors up to the gallery in the House, and they were recognized from the floor in the gallery at the House side to talk to Senator Billingham. He's also wanting to recognize our Summerall High School girls soccer. So all those things have just been phenomenal. Lamar County has been represented so well at the Capitol this past week.
We also had Traces of Blue.
Traces of Blue was with Senator Billingham last week, and so they were up there. And so again, it is mind blowing the quality of kids that we have. And when I hear people, and you hear people from time to time talk about this generation of kids, I just don't see what they're talking about. We have such great students who are high achieving students in so many different areas that they just love them. And it's an honor to be able to be a part of it. So anyway, yes. So I want to kind of go through some of the bond things that we're talking about. And I want to point out, I put a list together of all the community and parent, and you see I have 13 items over the lot since January. Since we've come back in January, where we've had either session board work session, parent meetings, community meetings, and talked to the Lions Club and Summerall, talked to the Home Builders Association, Hattiesburg Home Builders Association. And so, we had all these meetings, and we've taken everything, every meeting has been very informative and very things that we have valued the input that we've gotten, and we've actually come back and looked at that and been able to adjust for what we feel, what our community has expressed to us of what their expectations and what their needs are moving forward, the future of our school district. So in saying that, you know, we passed, I voted on the 117, it's a maximum. I want to emphasize the maximum $117 million bond issue. And that bond issue will go to Oak Middle School, which will be 6 through 8, with a new gym, housing 1,400 students. Purvis High School, 9 through 12, with a new gym, housing 900 students. Summerall High School with a new gym, housing 900 students as well. And then we also have a need for Oak Grove Elementary to have a new office building in front of their, and at that, and then a indoor reheating facility similar to what we're in right now, for hot days, rainy days, so that our students at Wilmington Elementary, we just have one gym down there, and so when we have weather days, or hot days, they don't get the physical exercise that's so important for their development. So those are the things that we were looking at doing with the bond issue. Again, kind of the impact of the bond issue, maximum $117 million, would be a maximum of a 2.5 mil increase. I want to state that and stress that as well. This is worst case scenario. And so if you have a $100,000 house, it'd be roughly $24.96 per month, per year, per year. A $15,000 vehicle will be $11.48 per year, and which will translate into $36.24 per year. Now, I want to be clear, if your house is valued less than $100,000, you pay less than it. If your house is valued more than that, then you pay more than that. And we feel like that multiple of 100, and the average, car being about $15,000, that will kind of give a good starting point and kind of do the math to be able to see what the impact is. I want to show and have for the record, we've already talked about this, our voting precinct. Instead of having 24 separate voting precincts in our school district, this is, we're trying to, again, be mindful of our taxpayer dollars. So we have 2 voting precincts in the Lumberton area. That is the Lumberton precinct and the Y'all precinct. That will vote at Lumberton High School gym. The Purvis area has Purvis, South Purvis, Baxterville, Greenville, Pine Grove, and Oklahoma, and they will all vote at the Purvis High School gym. Oak Grove Middle School gym, if you go to Richburg, Arnold, Lake Serene, Oak Grove, Northeast Lamar, Weston Manor, Greenland, Kingsville, Canebrake, Lamar Park, Middle Creek, Midway, all those precincts will vote at Oak Grove Middle School. We will have additional personnel at that site to be able to have with that number of precincts voting. And then Summerall, you have Summerall, Rocky Branch, and Polo will all vote at the Summerall High School gym. And so we have Chief Hill is here tonight, and we started working on our safety plans, parking areas, signage, extra security, and extra help to be able to show. We do not want to impede or keep people from voting. We want to make sure it's a pleasant experience for them. It's going to be pretty much in and out. It's one item on the ballot, a circle. Yes or no? No, it's not yes or no. It's for or against. And so, and then they'll slide it in the scanner, and that's it. So we'll have plenty of tables. We'll have plenty of space. We'll have. I feel like we are on track to have a very smooth day of voting.
Would you address the security of our children?
Yes.
I know that's a question that's
Yes.
come up.
So anyone coming on our campus will have designated parking areas. They will park. We'll have Chief Hill and her staff will be there. We'll have sheriff's deputies to make sure that they are going into the gym and they have access to any of our students. We'll have increased awareness for our staff. Today, even if I was to walk in, I know most everybody knows me, but if I was to take my badge off and walk onto our campuses, a teacher should stop me and say, "Who are you? Where are you going? What are you doing?" Because if you don't have a badge or if you don't have a visitor sticker, we stop you immediately. And so we'll remind our staff and making sure that they are extra vigilant that day for the increased traffic on our campuses, on those 4 campuses. And again, we'll have designated parking areas, and we'll have our security walking and making sure that we are they're not roaming their kids. So, any questions about election day? We feel like we're putting together, and again, it's gonna be those things, and we're looking at it from every angle, working with the Lamar County Sheriff's Department, working with, Chief Hill and her department, working with the principals. I mean, we're trying to leave no stone unturned. So, I do want to mention this, if you go to our website, the Lamar County School District website, you can screenshot of our website about 30 minutes ago. You can see also, I mentioned the pre-K applications are open, and we have our cruising into kindergarten that's coming up. Excited about that cruising into kindergarten. It's a phenomenal, I mean, it's such a great event. Cool kids coming. But also you'll see in that blue box, on referendum, if you click on that tab, and I'll give you a second, and I'll take you to what, that takes you to a website that looks like, not that, looks like this. And I know it's small on that TV, and I apologize. But you can see that we have a page, and I'm going to upload these renderings that you saw tonight on this page. But it gives you kind of an overview. It kind of goes through the information I talked to. I put a link here for Delta System, which is you can look up your taxes to see what kind of, you can take this information and apply it to your current taxes to show you exactly how much would be. Whether you vote, I have that information. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on May the 14th. That's when we vote. Tuesday, May the 14th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can see what's included. I kind of go through the list of what we're including in this fine from every area. And then the timeline. Also have a sample ballot. You can see that's a sample ballot there. And then this is the advertisement that we run in the newspaper. And that's the advertisement. I know it's small, but you can put on it and you can see. Oops. So this is the advertisement we're running. We're running a legal notice 5 weeks in a row, and we're running this in addition to our legal notice. We're running this advertisement in the newspaper first, the third, and the fifth weeks, and trying to make sure that we get the message out there as much as we can.
And
WDAM's here tonight. We appreciate our alumni from Oak Grove High School, Mr. Lenny Dukes, being here with us tonight. Start getting the message out. So that's basically my superintendent's report. I just want to kind of give you guys an update of where we are, what we're doing, and where we're going. Norton and I, Norton really worked with the secretary clerk and getting ballots and making sure that all those things are in order. And it's just been, I don't want to say a seamless process, but it's been a very good process. I think we do a great job.
And absentee voting is starting now.
Absentee ballot starting now. Going out of town on May the 14th, you just go by and pick up an absentee ballot.
I think Jordan's out.
Vote absentee. Short's gonna be out of town as well too, so he'll be voting absentee. So anyway, but very exciting times for our school district. We're poised to really be able to meet some needs. And so one thing that I didn't mention about those renderings, and I wish I thought of Mr. Tanner was here, but in our contracts, these buildings will be our designs. They will not be able to be anywhere else. You will not go to any other school district to see the designs that you're going to see from Marshall. And so I think that's a positive to make sure that we kind of have our Lamar County, standard, yes. So you can't go to another school district in this state or in another state and see a school. Any questions? Anything else that you guys think that we can do, or I can do differently? I mean, I think any concerns or questions or?
I definitely want to see these renderings hit social media.
Yes.
I want to see these pictures on social
Yes.
media.
So that is coming.
Parents Square.
Parents Square, we'll be pushing those out this week. So first step will be our kind of conversation that we gave, even in the news. Anyway, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so our next, item on the agenda is to set our next regular scheduled meeting. We're gonna vote on Tuesday, so we will meet Monday night, Monday night, May 13th at Oak Grove Elementary, beginning. Am I good? You're
Make a motion.
not good, you're out of town.
Oh, yeah,
so.
I'll be out then.
Make a motion, second,
Second.
all in favor?
All right.
Right, and now pass, we'll miss you.
Oh, miss you.
Okay,
Well, you
so.
can join remotely. That's right.
We did that.
Shady live in Colorado.
It's true. That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so we have our consent agenda next. So give a second, and then we may have some questions. Mr. Pan?
No question. I will say this, if you know, I'm sorry, I will say this, if you don't mind, Madam President, that you notice that we have a lot of personnel on this agenda. Principals have done a phenomenal job addressing the staffing need from our retirements and people who have moved, or their husbands work, or pregnant, and coming back, and this and the other, and resigned, and go somewhere else. But I've been very impressed. I think our superintendents and our HR person, our HR people could tell you that I've been very impressed with the quality of applicants and what we're getting. And it's exciting to see, to be able to have, I mean, this early to be able to fill so many positions with quality applicants is just.
Ms. Chance, you have a question?
No question.
Ms. Carlisle?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Moore? All right, well then we will accept a motion.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And that passes. For item 18, we have other. And Dr. Hanson, I think we need to step out.
Yes, I will,
We'll talk about it.
let the record show that I have left the building.
We'll send someone to get you in a minute.
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Gray, if you would present, if you leave.
Good evening. We have 5 recommendations from the Office of Academic Education, recommendations for the next school year. Those 5 recommendations are Sanford Hampton as assistant principal at Summerall High School, 221-day contract. Stacy Hampton as a speech language pathologist at Only Elementary, 187-day contract. Benjamin King is a certified teacher at Oak Grove Middle School, 187-day contract. Suzanne Manning is lead teacher at Oak Grove High School, 213-day contract. And finally, Megan Kelly as vocation teacher at Lamar County Center for Technical Education, 198-day contract.
Does anyone have any questions for Dr. Gray?
You can approve all this all at one time. Or we just-
Yes, we can approve them all at one time.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there are no questions, I will accept the motion. A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that passes. Thank you, Dr. Jones. Leave it back there. All right, so our next matter is consider executive session. We do have 2 matters. We have a student matter, and we also have a personnel matter. So I need a motion.
Motion that we consider executive session for the student, like, 1 student matter and 1 personnel.
We have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and
I
next.
make a motion that we enter executive session.
Love. because-
Second, love.
We have a motion and we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that passes. We are now in executive session.
purpose.
So I think we're gonna see the fans for a minute while Dr. Hanson speaks.